We've added a new module in your cash journal called the Wall of Shame. You can drag and drop entries onto the Wall of Shame to highlight them in your cash journal and to optionally share them with others in the Tweet What You Spend community. I'm going to demonstrate how the Wall of Shame works. Up here I have an entry for poker night, $150. Since someone else walked home with that money, I'm going to post it to the Wall of Shame. In order to do so, I click and drag the entry down to the Wall of Shame and release. Before I do that though, I want to point out a setting. Entries that you drag onto the Wall of Shame are highlighted here in your cash journal in a bulletin board style, and they're also published by default to the new section of Tweet What You Spend called the Wall. If you don't want to share your shame publicly, then simply uncheck this checkbox which says share my shame publicly before dragging entries onto the wall. Since I want feedback from the community on my poker night loss, I'm going to drag it here to the Wall of Shame. You'll notice that when I release the entry on the Wall of Shame, it appears now, poker night now appears in my Wall of Shame, and a message bubble appears, which allows me to post a comment about this. So I click update and I get an alert that says that my entry has been successfully shared on the wall. So I can now click this entry to take me into the wall post, or I can navigate directly to the wall to see my newly posted entry. So here it is. I have a shame badge next to my icon, and my entry is now posted. Poker night, 150, along with my tearful excuse. So here, other members of the Tweet What You Spend community can view shame entries and also comment on them by clicking the reply button, as you see here. There's a spender offender module which shows the people who have made the most trips to the Wall of Shame. Since I'm the only one so far, there's been only one trip to the wall, but I'm sure that's going to change. A couple other quick things of note about the new Wall and Wall of Shame module. You'll notice now poker night has a 0 next to it as well. This represents the number of comments that people have made on this particular entry. So if someone comments on poker night, then this will increment from 0 to 1. So you'll always be able to easily tell if there's been activity with entries that you've posted to the wall. If you're on the shy side, you can also share your shame publicly, but do so anonymously. And in order to do that, you go into your settings here, and you click Anonymize My Shame Entries on the Wall and Update. Then the next time you go into your cash journal and drag an entry onto the wall, it'll be shared with the community under the wall section, but it'll be done so anonymously. Anyway, that covers the Wall of Shame. We hope you enjoy it, and we can't wait to see what people post on the wall.